Hey everyone, this is part one of a series that I'm planning to do, which is going to be uploading a pretty good chase with every single killer in DBD. We're going to start with the Spirit, and I'm going to be explaining what I'm doing, why I'm doing it, and what I should do better, because no one's gameplay is going to be 100% perfect. There are a bunch of flaws in my gameplay that I notice instantly upon looking at it, because in the heat of the moment, there's only so much you can do perfectly. This game is not in any way beginner friendly, so I hope this can help. It should do, because watching videos is probably the best way to get better at DBD, other than obviously playing the game yourself. So let's begin. Okay, to start things off, I'm completely out of position and I'm completely bailed out by this fake. Now I'm going to explain why it worked. So I could have gone for a medium vault instead of going wide, but I likely would have made it. It's possible, but even still, I was susceptible to being mind gamed, because I would have had to completely go for it. Instead, I went really wide to make it convincing that I was going to go for the window. She swings, and it was lucky. It shouldn't have worked. Now, what I want to do here, outline here, is just my camera movement. Now notice, the whole time, my camera is tracking where she's going. So if she does any mind game, as soon as that red stain doesn't appear, she's doubled back. So as soon as I turn this corner, I wouldn't have turned that corner if the red stain didn't appear. I only turned it because it appeared. And now I'll do the same again here. Although, because she's behind there, I vault this window regardless of what happens. Even if she mind games the other way, I simply go right. But because she's going this way, I go left. Now that was the sound cue that she started her phase. Now when Spirit phases, there's a lot of different things you can do. On this map, and map that has grass, your footsteps are going to be really obvious. So normally the advice when Spirit is phasing is to walk away from your current position. Don't sprint, because she can likely see your scratch marks unless she has a specific add-on. Now what I like to do is, because Spirit's gameplay is mainly due to hearing, so I like to run into her so she phases by me. By doing so, it really it's very, very difficult for the Spirit to hear that you have run past. Now, something that people get caught out on against every killer is doing the same thing over and over again. Now, if I were to just run into her, I'm sure she would have expected it. Instead, I did a really, really risky play. This is completely unrecommended, because she would have seen my scratch marks this whole time. I kind of just lost my head, and I should have got hit for it. This, I wouldn't recommend this at all. What I should have done here is simply just walked to the other side of the TL, which is the tile that we were on before. Instead, I have sprinted, which you can see the whole time, to this pallet, and I have completely 50'd it. So that, do not replicate that. That was really dumb. And I went the wrong way around the stupid little rock, tried to confuse her. Now there, I just stumbled into the things. I don't know if there's a bug, intentional, I don't know. But I got very lucky again. So I should have got hit twice in the last thing. Really bad. Now that was planned. Any double pallet situation like this, if you run around and hug it tight, and you have finesse, you will always be able to make it regarding that kind of distance. Now she's phasing again. This time it was smart to just completely leave the tile, because Spirit can do a short phase where she phases a tiny bit just to catch you out, because as soon as Spirit phases, people do a random little sporadic movement and they go away from a tile, and it gives her a free hit. Now, why didn't I throw this pallet even though she's right behind me? It's because she's right behind me. Any decent killer, when they're right behind you, they're going to, the closer you are to the killer, the more likely they are to respect and not swing. So that's a general rule. The more likely you are to get hit, the more likely they are to switch up last second. Now, this backfires. It's still RNG. It's not a consistent method. I do it a lot because I feel like it's better to take the risk, and if it pays off, fantastic, and if it doesn't, you've still saved the pallet. Now here again, I take the risk of running into her during her phase. It pays off. Luckily, again, on another day I'm getting hit. But with Spirit, it is a game of risks. But again, it paid off. Pretty consistent method to run into her. I do it a lot. Probably I say it works out 2/3 of the time. Don't try it if you're injured, unless they're really, really bad. Unless you have Iron Will, of course, because they'll just hear you. It's much harder when you're just working off footsteps. Very, very easy to grow into pain. Now, another thing I want to add is, you notice how as soon as I've gone past the pallet, I'm beelining it straight to the window. A common mistake is when people, either stun with the pallet or fake a pallet, they keep looping that pallet until it's either broken or it's thrown. you want to always head straight to the window, because not only does that give you something else to play, but then you can go back to the palette if you need it, and you are conserving the palette and obviously wasting more time. So big thing. Anyway, I hope that was helpful. I have no idea